Hmm. Why? I don't. That's so dumb. So dumb. That's so stupid. Like I was talking for like 15 minutes. It turns out I really wasn't. It's a thing. Take this copy. Go back to here. If I can get rid of that. I don't know. I need this either. So I can get hot in here. And then kind of leave out of that for a second. And go here. And go here. And do this. And do that. And then I'll be fine. Okay. God, it's fucking stupid hot. Alright, and then I go back here and I put it here. Wait. Right? Yeah, and if I put it here, then it should be fine. Let's pour it here. God, it's so melting hot in here. Okay, so I got that. And then... And then... And then... My camera. Yay! Got neon lights, so that's gonna be flashing. It's in the middle of the day, and it really shouldn't be, but like the middle of the night is now like 11 o'clock, like 10, 11 o'clock is when the sun stops shining. And like I don't want to wait that long to turn these lights on. It's so long. Someone makes it like stupid long, so I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna have them flashing in the middle of the day and put a fucking thing in front of my thing, and it's gonna be what it is. Here, I'm gonna put the thing over here so I have it. Where is it? I'm also looking for snacks. There's one snack specifically that I have been wanting, like I've been craving it lately. Do I have the bag anywhere? Let me see. Let me see if I can show it without getting up. There's this one. It's this bag specifically. This is everything. It makes my teeth hurt because it does have a thing with like, you know how corn chips are. They connect to your teeth and then you want to kill yourself. It's a whole thing. Scary. I thought that was a thing. But yeah. I'm trying to find a good vendor so I can buy them in bulk. Cause I just want them like a supply of them in the back here. But it is what it is. Anyways, I think I'm all set. I have my thing right here. I hate that. I heard that. But also, we do you mean you're actually mean? I can't believe you would say that. That's so disrespectful. I can't even believe that. That's so rude. You're rude. You're so rude. I'm kidding. I'm not really offended. I don't really care. It's just really hot. I don't know. I felt like showing my face today. It just is what it is. My hair is bothering me. I would wear the bonnet I have, but like it doesn't really help, and I'm very irritated because it's hot. Let me see if I can find a headband like the 42 I have on the floor here. I found one. Hi. We're gonna be drawing and just talking about something, but I'm just trying to make it less hot. That's also the thing. I don't know if this is the thing with other people. Do you get like nervous sweats. That's the thing I get. So when I'm nervous or I have anxiety about anything, I start sweating like for no reason. I'm not like I don't know how to explain it. Like the situation is not making me nervous. It's just anxiety in general. So I push this up. Is that better? It's the heat. My hair just like went from like uh no. eh, I'm not really here for it. I have another headband, and it's like there's this one, there's this one, but it's more of like for like when I'm washing my face or something, and it's actually pretty hot. I use it to wipe my sweat. That's all I can say. So thank you. I'm glad that you like it. It's hot. I'll be right back. We'll get something to for it to be less hot. After all, it's like I hate you. Okay, made it back. Thank you so much. I don't even know if you're talking about my drawing or me myself. The drawing, I like it. I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking of making something a bit more cutesy, but then it didn't work. Okay, I've returned. I just needed a thing. It's hot. I actually don't know how hot it is. Let me look it up. It's like 80. Yeah. Okay. So it's reasonable for me to be hot right now. It's like 80, and it's in my room, and I have my lights on. I don't know why I have my lights on. I just wanted my lights on, so it's probably even hotter. And I just fluffed out my hair, so it adds like mm, a constant. Think of like a hat on my head at all times. Hmm. I've been trying to make something a bit simpler so I can get done quicker. I think I'm just impatient. I'm just very impatient. And so when it comes to my drawings, like I crapped out on the last one I made because I'm just like, God, this is taking too long. It's taking way too long to finish. And I'm already bored. So there's that. I'm gonna turn up the brightness of my thing. But yeah. That's good enough. I've kind of just been um in depression, you know? So I haven't been like wanting to I promise you this isn't a lie. This sounds like a lie every time I say it because I never do it. I have videos like literally made. All I have to do is like edit them. Even if I don't want to edit them, all I have to do is put a speed art over them and upload them and maybe make a bullshit ass thumbnail. That's about it. Life just sucks. Like I don't know how to explain it. It just sucks. So I haven't had the feeling to do anything really. I'll just kind of stay in bed. It sounds like depression. It is depression. I'll just kind of stay in bed for like hours. Like I'll be asleep. I'm not even tired. I'll literally just lay down and be asleep. And I don't want to get up. And it's a whole thing. I'm like, okay, I should get up. It's like it'll be like what? Like 3. And I'm like, I should probably eat. You know, but then I don't end up doing that. It's the whole thing. It's depression. It sucks. It really does. So like even this live stream I was gonna do it like I think I got up at 10 today. Then I kind of stayed in bed watching an anime because, you know, there's nothing else to do. And I was kind of interested in the anime. I'm like, oh, I should probably get up and record. And I'm like, why? I didn't end up doing it. I really didn't. I ended up doing anything. And then my dad's birthday was today and I forgot and I didn't get him shit. And I was like, I should go out and get him something. And I didn't do that either. I'm like, I should do something. And I'm like, okay, well, let me try setting up a face cam and see if that makes me feel better. And I kind of did. I mean, I've been wanting to do this for a while because I feel like it's easier and you feel my emotions when I talk. But I almost fucking broke my thing. But it's been difficult. Setting this up just how I have it right here was not easy. The sun was going too much from this side, so I had to literally put blankets over here. I turned on my lights even though you can barely see them. It's like 5 o'clock. The bedroom in the back there, I had to push my bed up so it's less hot. Okay. I think, let me see if I can do this. That right there, that right there, I tried to like put light clothes on my clothes bucket so you wouldn't just see that all I wear is black. I'm not even joking. Like the t-shirt I got from my closet, because somebody's living in the room I used to live in. I just didn't replace the stuff in the closet because there's stuff in this closet. It's a whole thing. So I went and got some like white shirts that I knew I got from like I don't buy white things. I don't buy colored clothes. Like this was one of the first colored items I bought, I think all year this year. So I went and got some white stuff. I went and got some white stuff that I like got in like loot. Not I got in loot crates. Like my boyfriend gave it to me in loot crates, or like one of the white things is a Sailor Moon shirt that was like, I don't usually wear white, but I'll wear that around the house. Never going out in it though. And so it's a whole thing. So I tried to hide that, hide that, hide that, hide that right there. And then my room was dirty. It wasn't really dirty. It's like our vacuum's not a thing right now. So like if you see particles on the floor, I have fuzzy stuff. I also realized that I have the same. I should probably be drawing right now. I also realized that I have the same basic white girl chair as like every other person in general. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, I have the like little, what's it called, like butt, little butt cushion, the one that's like a cat paw. I have that too. I have it all. I got like, this is my mouse pad. This is my again, I am a dark person. The thing you're seeing right now, how you're seeing my face, is my phone is on Discord, which I'm recording on OBS. I can't show you. I could, but then you'll see the fat, and I don't want that. But I have like a bunny stand that's sitting on right now. That's on 2 boxes. A lot is happening. A lot is happening. I have been painting lately, so there's that. I'm gonna start talking about what is in the title in a second, I promise. I have been painting lately, and there's that, and I want to show you uh, how depressing it is. I'm gonna turn off my camera really quickly so I can go get it. Cause if I swivel out and my camera falls, it's gonna be a whole thing. And it's gonna be hilarious, but also embarrassing as hell. Oof. Okay, I have returned. Okay. Oh, my nose itches. Allergies. So, God, I'm gonna fucking clean out my fan. I swear. I'm just getting all sneezy, and then like my nose is itchy like fuck. I'm gonna show you this. This is something I made. And I tried to like record it on my phone because my phone has dumb storage now, to where like I can record like 3-hour things of me doing random shit. So I record, and my camera's decent. It's not good right now because it's recording on something else, and then I blew it up. It's a whole thing. But I made this because I don't know if you can see that, but like there's glitter on it because I was drunk when I made this. I was very drunk. I was very drunk. I was drunk when I made this, and so I just dumped glitter on it, and it looked like trash. So I just like glued fake flowers onto it, which I honestly think it would have been like if that was my plan and I just made the regular mouth and just had like flowers around it, this would have been cute. But because I just rushed did it and I had some like paint pens and put the dots on there, it's just ugly. It's just ugly and sticky looking, and I should probably put like not a varnish. Is that what it's called? Like a, you know what I mean, like a final coat on here. I'm not gonna. It's all bad. I like doing stuff like this where like I just take you can just get random shit like this at Hobby Lobby and you just take it and you just paint it. And usually they I always come out crappy actually. But like I was gonna take this and maybe if I started because I wanna okay. I know if I start putting all my money into books, I'm gonna have a book collection and know where to put it. So just in case I do, this is gonna be like a little like you know when they're on the shelf and there's like a little organizer L thing. This isn't gonna be it. You know what I mean, to like separate the books if I ever have that, which I may or may not. I'm gonna put like a Topia garden in here, and then you know what I should have done? Made this into a death note, and then just put people I don't like in here, or like say that is a great idea. It's a great way to get your anger out. Go to Hobby Lobby. get like a little book thing like this. Label it the death note. And then just write people you hate and shit you hate about them in there and then just put it in here and just have that for yourself. It's like a Mean Girls book, but like nerds. So yeah. Also, thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're also nice to me. Thank you so much. I haven't been playing video games lately. I'm reading that, and actually, I haven't been playing video games lately. Thank you for all the nice comments there. Like it, I really, my heart, my heart. But I haven't been playing video games lately because like people will like discourage me from playing certain games. Like that's not worth your money, and video games are fucking expensive as hell. And so you're just like, bro. I mean, if it's not worth the $60, and I don't, and you know, Steam be weird with the refunds. Like you'll get through a game, realize it's not shit, and you can't even return it or some shit. It's like, and if I buy it in person, that means I have to go to the store, get the game, and then return it. It's a lot, man. It's stupid. It's dumb. I'm about to get up and do something. I saw something else at Hobby Lobby that's interesting. I'm gonna go get this and I'm gonna show you, and then we'll be done. And we're gonna talk about Joy Sparkle, or not Joy Sparkle. I'm reading a thing, or I'm watching a thing on her as well. But we're gonna talk about Pixyteri, I believe is what her name is. I just watched this thing, so like I'm versed on it, but like this is it's. Give me a second. Gotta find where it went. Not my niece. Okay, I'm back. Yes, mother. Give me a second. Mom's so old. My mom is so old. She'll call me. And I bullshit. She's drawn on right now. But I found this at Hobby Lobby and I was like, oh, this is actually cute. Because they're not usually cute. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know the one that Hot Topic, when you get, like, a figurine of, like, a character, they're always, like, they're always stuffed, and they always have, like, the hair that's literally, like, a piece of, like felt or something. It's just ugly. This is cute. This actually was, like, $20. I didn't know it was as piggy bank also, which I didn't know until, like, I looked in the back and I was like, oh, it's a piggy bank. There's, like, a little thing that goes in here. My point is, there was one of Deku and someone else. I think it was Yoda. But this is cute. It's just, like, this is, like, adorable. It has a thing. It looks like her. It's got her eyes, her accessories. It's not too much or not too little. Like, it's a little thing. And my niece already drew on it, so it's too late. But it's cute. I'm just saying. I'm trying to put y'all on to cute thing. Hobby Lobby is a terrible, great place for artists. It's like terrible because you spend all your money, but great because, you know. But sorry, I have to live off this popsicle because it's hot in here and I will die if I don't. But Pixyteri, that's what we're talking about mainly, anyways. If you don't know who she is, apparently, which I didn't even know this, she was the reason Lolcow was made. It used to be a forum dedicated to talking about her, or at least that's how it started. Or I might be basically that's why the website was made, was to talk about her and how shitty she is. I was like, okay, that's weird. Like, that's not normal for a whole website to be dedicated to you. I wonder what she did. And so I watched several videos on the topic, and that's the reason, like, her whole story is the exact reason why when the Dolly Gut situation happened, I was not trying to touch it. And when any situation, even when the Creepshow art thing happened, I saw that, oh, this was on Lolcow or whatever. I'm like, how about no? How about I not touch the situation? Because, like, that place is a toxic environment, if I do say so myself. From what I've gathered, from all the stuff that I watched and listened to and seen and went on, and her whole, I wouldn't say her whole problem, but everybody's problem with her stemmed from her being fat. And usually, I would say that's a little bit more complicated than that. But it's just basically she was fat. That was kind of where it ended, in my opinion. Because sure, she had this. She did. Okay, let me say it like this. There was a thing pointing to her having mental illness and her believing that she was Japanese and believing that her dad was not her real dad. And that stuff sounds really crazy. But the stuff that happened to her did not fit it. It's not like she did that and was telling other Asian people how to live or doing anything. It was kind of like she was just being crazy. Now, because of that, this girl was doxxed. She was harassed. People that claim to work with her or be around her in her everyday life were coming on Lolcow and Kiwi forums to tell people about her life so people can continue to laugh at her. And again, I really wouldn't have a problem with that if she did something where it was some Onision type shit. She had a false or not substantiated pedo allegations against her, and I'm just like, what did this girl do really that was that bad? Again, it's funny to be like, haha, you're a few screws are loose there, but it seemed like nothing was. I like this person. I don't know. People just were doing the most. People were catfishing to get more information from her. People were blackmailing her. And all this because she didn't take critiques that her cosplays didn't fit her, which they did. Well, I wouldn't say they didn't fit her. They were just tight on her. If they didn't, like, I think people say, oh, this thing doesn't fit you in the sense of it's not loose on you, which you can make the argument that that's not fitting you, but okay, let's be honest. When she got skinnier, and if you were skinnier, this wouldn't really be a problem. If something didn't fit you, it wouldn't even be an issue. You know what I mean? Again, usually I wouldn't just chalk it up to that. That seemed because even before she did all this stuff, it was just, oh, she can't take criticism, and her cosplays didn't fit, and that was the reason why people were actively going out of their way to talk about her. A whole community, I believe it was like a Lolita community on, I forget what the website was on that specifically started off like shitting on her. They were doing, and people, and it was just too much. It just, all of the crimes placed in one singular outline of like, she did this, that, this, that, this, that. It never fit the doxing. It never fit, or the reason for the doxing. It never fit why, like, people were actively trying to find her in her day-to-day life, or people were trying to get her fired. It never fit that, and it made no sense of why that is. It's one thing to laugh at somebody. It's another thing for people to make false allegations and dedicate a whole, like a whole website to her. And I'm sure I mean, obviously now we know it's not solely dedicated to her. Lolcow is for everybody. But it's just, I don't get it. And I just don't understand it. Even if she wanted to cosplay and it didn't fit her and stuff, even just that. I remember a time, well, no, it wasn't a time. I remember in most other communities, people just said you're fat bitch and left. You know what I mean? Those are good times. Garbage can? Like a bag. But I remember the times where people were just like, oh, you're just a fat bitch. And then that was the end of it. I remember when people were just made hate comments and that was it. But this is like, these are the parts of the internet I keep hearing, and people keep acting like it's normal, or this was normal back in the day, and I'm just like, it was? What? Like, I don't want to be in this part of the community in that case. That's why, again, the whole Dahlia situation freaked me out, because even with the people saying that she did this, or she believed this, or she said this, it would always come from people who barely had evidence to back it up. You know? And a lot of it didn't have evidence to back it up. The best they would have is conversations which were obvious, which, surprise, out of context, or didn't have the entire context with them. Or, and like, if somebody, like, these websites are never really credible in that sense, because then I'll be like, okay, well, where's the extra to this conversation? Were you guys fucking around? Yes, people say weird things behind the scenes. That's not an abnormal thing. Like, what's your point? And it's just like, yeah, but she's, but we want to laugh at her. So her weird thing is different from other people's, I guess. I don't know. I've never gotten it. And I listened to her story. It genuinely just sounded like a normal, I can't take criticism type person going online and putting out content that they saw as, you know, okay, which is her, parading herself around and saying that I'm pretty, I look good, I like this. And I don't know. I mean, and I know that she has said or maybe done some things that you can genuinely criticize her for, but a lot of it was just people calling her fat or saying that they wouldn't fuck her. Like that's literally what most of it was, from what I looked at. The same thing with the Dolly Guts thing of like it was just people saying that she can't. Here, let me finish doing this real quickly. That she can't draw and that her drawings are bad, and it's like, but yes, I'm doing something right now, so I can't do that. Can't do that. Uh, but it just never seemed warranted. I'm gonna have to go downstairs. it never seemed warranted. They just never did. Well, that's just me. Alright. Going to be right back. I'll put on some I'll put on some music so it's not just silence when I leave. Because this is gonna be for nothing. I promise you, every time it's for nothing. It's literally for nothing. It's for nothing. Don't understand why. Here. I'll put it in a nice. I'm more of an orange person. So, okay, so. It's stuff. Be right back. Ooh! Damn it, I have the hiccup. Damn it! That's gonna fucking suck. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn on some mute music. So it's not as bad. Give me a second. Also, I have no pants, so if I keep shutting it off, that's why. Y'all ain't gonna see me pantsless. It's not gonna happen. I'm not that confident in my face and body. There we go. Okay, I'll be back.
I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this. We could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. Stardust, stardust. yourself you wanna do this alone? What if your dreams are making it hard to think straight? If you still love me, I can wait, I can wait. And remember this, we could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. Supposed to go, or maybe I'm just too slow. We should just lean together. We could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. They're looking for someone like you. I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this, we could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. Stardust, stardust. I'm the lazy one, so I guess I should have known. You said yourself you wanna do this alone. What if your dreams are making it hard to think straight? If you still love me, I can wait, I can wait. And remember this, we could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. you'd be breaking every vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this: we could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there, made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. Stardust, stardust. I'm the lazy one, so I guess I should have known. You said it yourself, you wanna do this alone. What if your dreams are making it hard to think straight? If you still love me, I can wait, I can wait. And remember this: we could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there, made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. Hey, I don't think you're supposed to go. Maybe I'm just too slow. We should just lean together. We could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there, made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow.
Alright. Alright. See. It's not gonna happen. Not this way. Okay, so. Hello. Hello, friends. I see you. Okay. I'm having a stroke. Okay, I'm not. I'm just really tired because I ran up the stairs to escape communication with my family. It's my dad's birthday. We were saying happy birthday to him. We got like a Oreo cake, the whole thing. I didn't want any. I don't know. I feel like Oreo stuff has been like I've not been wanting it lately, but why does it look like that? Wait, give me a second. Well, the video is just crapping out on me. The video is just not trying to be decent right now. Here, let me turn it off. Nope, that's not how I'm gonna do that. Oh, ooh, okay. Here, okay. Wait a second, let me turn the video off and then turn it back on. Because it's crapping out. Let me turn it off. Turn it back on. that better? It's really bad. It's still kind of crapping out. Less. It's not as bad. It's mainly because my phone's just really hot. Here, I'm going to try to turn off everything that might be making it hot right now. My headphones might be participating in that. Okay, is that better? Kinda. It's more stable. I'll give it that. Yeah, so that's better. It's not great. It's not crapping out entirely anymore. Oop, did it freeze? Up. Yep. Nope, still crapping out. You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's turn the... you can kind of see the thing more. Hopefully it's a bit better, because I turned on my fan. So you hear that. It is what it is. You can eat my ass, actually. I turned on my fan, and I... Hopefully... the thing will be better. Oh, actually... here's what I might do. Because it is really crapping out. I will do it again by exiting and then going back in. There we go. Let's see. How did I do that the first time? Right. I did that. And then I put it in full screen. Like that. I think. There we go. It's kind of better. If I just take out my thing, probably won't help. Here, if the thing just, well, yeah, I have no idea why it's like that. I'm really trying to figure it out. I'm like, why is it crapping out on me? I don't understand. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I have no idea why it's doing that, actually. So, it is what it is. It might just be my connection shitty. The Wi-Fi has been shitty lately, actually. So it might just be that. Who knows? Anyways, we were talking about Joy Spark. Take a sip. I have some warm beer. It's a whole thing. I don't think all of her criticisms are that, but I do feel like most of her criticisms are just she's fat, she's ugly, I don't like her, why is she wearing that type shit, and it's like I don't, it's not like that's not a good criticism, it's just and type thing, you know? I don't know. It also could be because I'm dark, so it might just be that's too dark. No, it's just crapping out. It's just like, but what if I crap out on you? Let's see if I close some tabs. That might work a bit better. I was gonna rewatch the entirety of Degrassi. Then I realized that I don't remember. there are so many seasons of Degrassi that I didn't even know existed. First of all, I thought Degrassi started with like the one that what's his name, that Drake was on. I was like, oh, that's where it started. Apparently, no, it started like back to the fucking day, and I'm like, fuck, like that's too fucking much, bro. They're still going still, so there's still like episodes in the series, and it's looking pretty cringe, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, my camera really is just like, why don't we pixelate? How about pixelation? Did you want to be... Is that better? No? I don't see... I don't know if it's connection from my phone, or I don't know if it's a connection from here. I really want to fix it. Because it's just shitting out. And I don't know which one it is. That looks like I'm having a stroke. They figured that out because it looks like I'm fucking having a stroke just now. I don't know what the fuck that was. Why the hell am I having a tiny stroke right now? Here. I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi and turn it back on. It should be better. If I could just get a better camera, honestly, all this would be solved. But for some reason, I want to be a cheap bitch, so that's that. What is Art Fight, by the way? I genuinely want to know. Oh, everything's kind of better. Everything's like less crapping out. Okay, we might be good. Alright. Nah, it's better. I'm not stuttering in video format. I really haven't drawn. I really be going on here being like, let's talk and do stuff. And I'm just like, but I haven't drawn anything though. I should have moved my keyboard not all the way over there. Why did I do that? That's hilarious. I typed in M to look at something. It took me straight to Michael Jackson. Like, hilarious. But no. God damn it. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Please message me on here. I'm streaming. There we go. Okay. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Joy Sparkles. Right. Okay. I remember. It just... It is a website where you draw for other people and they draw back. The theme is steampunk and cyberpunk. Huh, is that right? Let me see. Whoop. Why'd everything go down? That was weird. Am I having a stutter again? Doesn't look like it. Stuttering out, tell me. Hmm. Alright. Right. This is like a almost had a stroke. Is this a like newer site? Hmm. Is this like some fucking what's it called? What's that one game called with the fucking squids? Uh Splatoon type event? What is happening? It seems like some Splatoon type shit. So is it like a voting thing? Or I'm confused. I should probably read the thing. I guess it would probably be how it works. Would probably be what it's supposed to be like. Yeah. This does seem like some Splatoon type shit. What is it? R5 is a game lasts a month. User register and every year participants split into two teams which are assigned randomly. Players attack the opposite team, making art of the original character. You choose belong and a member of the team. Be free almost any style. Da, da, da. Your team receives points based on for other teams with other attacks. The artist that receives the attack can counter attack by drawing a character belonging to the opposite person and paid forward. Da, da, da. Hmm. So it's just a bunch of. I hate the like flash that happens at the end of these lights. So it's just a bunch of people drawing shit back and forth and picking a side. So okay. Wait, so okay, so you're randomly okay. I'm confused. Wait, okay. Let me read this again. The arts of a different person on the other team. At the end of the month, the team with the greater score wins. But remember, while there are points, first the real goal is to celebrate characters who triple hard. So when it comes to the points, it's like if I draw something and I guess people rate it, I assume. And so my rating gets a lot for my team, then that contributes to the entire team score. So just like quote tweeting each other. I don't know. I get that makes sense, which that seems really like a cool idea. Mm, I guess just. I mean, I guess that's fine. I mean, if it's My thing is that it happens what once a year. I think it said that's kind of dumb, but eh. Or is it every month, or is this once a month? I think it said every year, didn't it? Like once every year. Yeah. Each year, participants split into. Okay, yeah. So it's like a once a year type thing. Okay, that's neat. Oh, they have a whole video for it. Okay, that also works. Thank you for having a video. Cool. All right, that's cool. That's a cool thing. I keep hearing about it, so I assumed that it was something that was fun, and people were always like people were talking about it as if they were amped for it. So I didn't know, but that seems real swell. I hate that flashing. Can you stop doing that, please? That's better. Oh, that's really neat. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I lost all track of my being just now. So I was like, "Oh, interesting thing. Let me read up about it." No, but yeah, I watched. I forget whose video was on, or who video I was watching. Whose? Who? Who? I forget whose video I was watching exactly, but I was watching someone's video on the situation, and again, it just seemed like a bunch of people. Can you not flash, please? Okay, you're gonna be on one color then. If you're gonna fucking flash, because that's bothering the shit out of me. Well, color looks the best. Hmm. That works. Um, I was watching somebody's video on it, and it just seemed like a bunch of people making fun of this girl for not really any good reason. But that might just be me and how I feel about it. I don't know. The whole situation, just looking at it, reading up on it, it just seemed like and a lot of the information was just hearsay, and the ones that weren't hearsay were just testimonies from random people who swear they know her, and this girl's obviously mentally ill, and it's not terrible to laugh at somebody like that because you don't you're not like obviously you're just not blatantly blatantly aware that they might be that, but I don't know. I just when I see people enjoying the pain of somebody else that much to where there's a whole website dedicated to you, or a whole Reddit post or whatever, I want it to be a bit more like interesting, and she just wasn't that interesting to 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 laugh at. It really wasn't. I don't really feel like she laughed at her period, but she really wasn't as interesting as people were trying to make her out to be, as if she was just this is just hilarious and she's just doing so many wacky stuff, and it's like, no, I mean, kind of minds her own business. It's kind of the best thing she can do. Yeah. Even her wanting to be Japanese or whatever, her swearing that she is one or stuff like that. It's just, it's not. It's a funny brand of weeb, but at one point it was like, ah. I mean, that's like a ha 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 for a few days, not we're gonna laugh at her for years on end. You know what I mean? Then again, all those sites, Kiwi Farms, uh, Reddit, to be fair, and like they all kind of what's the word I'm looking for? They're not really the most like, oh, we're gonna laugh at this because this is funny and move on. They're kind of the obsessive type, and I think what bothers me about those sites too is they kind of act like what they're doing is normal. That's the thing that not bothers me, but it's kind of weird. Is they act like, oh well, it's this is like a normal thing. Like, of course we'd laugh at her, or of course we do this. And it's like, nah, you guys seem like losers. And then they're calling other people like they'll call those same people they're laughing at like they're weird but you're on a fucking forum site following this girl obsessively, and whether it's because she did something bad or not, it's fucking obsessive and weird. And it's crazy. Some people were trying to bait her into stuff and bait talk to her so they could then go report it to the site. And it's like, or not report it, like report, but like go tell people about, oh, look what she did. And it's like, you have a life? Like, do you have a life, or you just, I don't get it. And again, maybe that's just me not understanding this weird behavior because it's weird. I don't care what anybody says. It's weird. Is that good enough? If I darken it. No, I guess I would want to lighten it. Oh. Let me see. Anyways, something else I was gonna do. I'm still gonna do this. I just haven't done it yet. Um, I have been watching this show and gonna do a review on it. But I just haven't gotten going on doing it. Here, I'm just take away the not that. This. Yeah. I haven't gotten going on reviewing it because I wanted to watch it entirely. I don't know what I'm gonna call the series, honestly. It might be called something like Why I'm So Fucked Up as a Child. Why I was so fucked up as a child, because it's just me reviewing a bunch of old animes and stuff that I used to watch. And specifically, I was watching one last night, or not watching one last night, but I've been watching one for a few days now while I've been staying in bed with depression. It's called Super Gals. And I remember when I don't remember entirely why I like the show so much, but I do remember when I first saw it, it was like, I'm poor. And this is free anime. So I'm gonna watch it. And after I watched the first episode, I just loved it. And so I'm rewatching it now, and I'm like, you know, why did I watch this again? And I'm just like questioning myself because the amount of the R word that was used in that show, I'm like, that's just, I don't remember that, you know? Like, genuinely. It's not even like a thing of, oh, that's not appropriate now, and it used to be, and that's what it was okay. I really don't remember them using that word as much as they did. Like, they at one point, they were just using it flippantly. But, yeah. No, I think, I remember it being used in the first episode, but then never again. It was used again. And there's stuff like that. There was that. There was a whole fucking pedo relationship in that show, and I'm like, weird. That's different. And I understand that part of like, yeah, no, that was part of my childhood. Again, people aren't ready for this conversation. They never will be, apparently. Fucking the amount of American shows that I watched that had, I wouldn't say fetishized, glorified young women being in love or dating older guys, that was looked at as like the cool thing, is ridiculous. And people aren't ready for that conversation because it's like, no, it's Japan. Like, that's why you thought that was okay. It really wasn't. It really wasn't because of anime. I don't even remember it happening in anime. That's how little I cared. But I remember it happening in American TV shows all the time, but we weren't ready for that conversation. But even that part was like, yeah, that happened a lot. Looking back at, well, it didn't happen a lot in animes, actually. It happened a few times in the ghetto animes that I watched, yes. But I can think of like two off the top of my head where it was that situation. And that's the one I just watched. And then Narama Daikon Brothers was also. And that one I'm gonna watch next, and that one I know is filled with a bunch of offensive stuff, so that's just like just being prepared for it. That had incest in it, so it's a whole. I was a weird kid. Anyways, while watching Super Gals, I realized that fucking I remember wanting to be the main character so bad, and I feel like I'll never will, and that's depressing. You know when there's like a confident girl character that actually is cool and not in like a Marvel, not Marvel, Captain Marvel cringy way. That was kind of the main character of that show to me, and I loved it. Oh my god, so nice to see a character like that. That's not overly cringy or sucks or is like irritating, but also the show is also kind of awful and kind of bad. Especially like the dubbed. It's I wouldn't I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't. I forgot to. Damn it. Okay. There. But I'm just it's hard also because again I don't want to get up out of bed or I don't want to do stuff. Like right now I could be like editing and I'm just like yeah, but like what if I don't? What if I don't? What I not edit and I say that I did. I just I don't know. It's not like editing is bad or it's a terrible thing. It's just doing it is just not something I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain depression. Really. I'm saying it's depression because it it fucking sounds like depression. And I did realize something that I've said and did over the years has not been the best thing, and I hope people don't take it the way that it sounds. Okay, it's also something that I saw on Twitter on a specific tweet that talked about like not normalizing people. Also, hello, Weebism, I see people talking or not to not normalize people talking about their. I'm moving the camera. To not normalize people talking about their problems in a public sphere. To go to a therapist and stuff like that, and though I understand what they're trying to say, no, that's actually a really bad thing, and I feel like I understand it because I used to say it all the time. Like, if something's wrong with you, like you need to go to a therapist. You don't need to be talking to fucking Twitter about this. But realistically, that's just not an option for some people, and I think if it was, let me say it like this: there's a reason why, like, it's the same reason why Twitter's toxic in the first place. People think there's a very simple, easy, cookie cutter explanation for everything, and that Twitter can solve the world's problems. You know what I mean? Twitter can end world hunger. And they just can't. You know? As much as it sounds great to tell someone, just go to therapy for your problems. Uh, do you know how much therapy costs? And it's like, well, insurance exists. Insurance, no, it's cover it. Doesn't cover it most of the time, actually. Even then, shit's expensive. Therapy's not just like a fucking. Therapy's not like a hotel that you can just go to when you feel like it. You gotta pay for it each and every time. And if you're feeling a certain way, some people just have to wait until their appointment. And by the time they get to their appointment, it could be too late. You know what I mean? Type thing. Or it could just be hard for that person to do that. Or that person doesn't have time. People have jobs and lives and kids and responsibilities. And sometimes the same people are kids and don't have the resources to just be able to plop themselves into therapy. It's not how it works. You have to have a parent's permission in that sense, or in that case. And on top of that, some therapists don't even work. And when I say that, what I mean, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I just got the wrong color for it. Yeah, I think I just got the wrong color for it. I'll just do it again. Some people on top of that, some therapists are fucking, they suck. Some therapists suck. And so it's like, what am I to do then? It's like, well, get another one. Getting another one means going through a whole other round. You have to explain to that therapist what's happening. And it's just a whole other process. As much as you would want to say, don't do it out, like, online, because therapists exist and things like that. I usually say that for people who are already to a point where it's like, okay, if you don't get therapy, I'm scared of what will happen. Usually. Or it's just a general term of like, or I just tell people, also you can just talk to your friends about that. And if you don't have friends, then you need to go to therapy, because this can get to a point of like, this is too much. And usually it's about internet drama, because the internet is a place that you don't really want to be on in any type of state, especially one that's not where you're at least okay. You know what I mean? And so I saw somebody, and I usually see these things because I see somebody that I follow like it, and they said, I forget what the person said, and I'm just like, yeah, no, chief, that's not how it works. And that's probably great for you that's mentally okay, or great for you that has friends and you can just talk about it and it's over with. Some people don't have that, and if they don't, or they don't have friends, or they don't have somebody to talk to, or whatever the case may be, you have to be, at least let them talk it out. You don't have to believe everything they say. You don't have to believe that, all their woes. Like, you don't have to do that, but at least let them just talk it out. There is also a thing of just not commenting on it, Like, my whole channel was just me making videos about how sad I am and how my life sucks. If you don't resonate with that and you don't want to hear that, if you don't want, like, if you just don't want to interact with that because maybe you're going through something yourself, maybe you don't care, maybe you're just like, why is this bitch complaining so much? If that is the case, don't watch. It's not hard. I think it's worse that people think that they should comment on every aspect of somebody's life. That's why I don't just be doing videos like that. When it comes to injustices and things like that, and it may not even be that dramatic. When it comes to situations where it's like someone's doing something wrong and they've put themselves out there for critique, then I'll say something. But if it's just somebody people don't like for whatever reason and they're just complaining, like with the Pixyteri situation, I wouldn't comment on that. Usually, I just watched the video on it. That's the only reason I'm commenting on it, and it's been like years. It's ridiculous. But usually, I would never say anything. Even with her fault, I would never just sit there and criticize her for that. If just because she's not open to criticism, I would never criticize her on that, because it's just like, if you're not open to criticism and you're something wrong with, why would I engage in that? I don't understand. Why would I engage in something like that? It's really like saying, I see this dog that's, tries to bite people every day because they want to be left alone. But, they still hang out in the neighborhood and whatnot. And it's like, okay, my logical thought is, okay, they keep biting people. They're not really here. Animal control keeps showing up and they can't catch them. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave the dog alone. It can show up in the neighborhood if it wants to. I'm just not going to participate in that. But then you got 4 other people over here trying to be like, I'm the one that's going to persuade the dog. I'm the one that's going to persuade the dog to be friendly with people, and I'm going to take the dog in and nurse it back to health. In that situation, that would be I'm going to make a video and expose this person for all they are, show people how crazy they are, because that will do something, even though it's not like, it will save anybody from them, because people can just click off, not look at them, and yeah, but no, my video is going to make a difference. It's the whole thing. And while I understand that in some cases it has, it really doesn't. Not often. It really doesn't. And so I just, when it comes to talking about somebody that's struggling with their mental health or their depression, I tend to just let them be. If you're struggling with that and you think that the thing that will help you in this moment is just talking to people about it, whether it's just going online and being like, this sucks, I'm struggling with this, or whatever the case, that's all you're doing. I understand if you were like trying to guilt people or grift money out of people, but if you're just being like, bro, I'm sad, and like, my home life's not very good, and I just don't feel happy, and that's all you're saying, and that's all you're doing, then I have a problem with that. Again, if you're trying to then guilt people or say, you can't talk to me or anything like that because of this, then that's different. But also, you do also have the thing of like, people are able to respond to you, but it's different when you're talking about somebody or talking about something that you find is a weird behavior or anything like that, and just like straight up what those people were doing, which were just like finding where she lived and like looking for obsessive updates on her and following everything she does, and like that's where it's like, that's too far, that's too much, you're being a fucking weirdo. Like, could you not, like, you know what I mean? That's the shit that like freaks me out. Again, that's why in the Dolly Gut situation I was like, oh yeah, no, because like I mentally can't read through this is crazy, you guys are insane. And I'm like, okay, so I don't even know, like, comparing what she's going through to me having Loki an anxiety attack reading all of this. Like, they were doxing her family and shit off of shit that they couldn't even prove. Cause I stayed, the entire situation, like private videos, I stayed asking people, okay, if you say that's what's happening, show me. My DMs are always open, fam, and still nothing. I don't like bringing up that situation. It's just the most accurate and recent example that I can give. But like, it was dumb. Everything's dumb. And so I'm gonna look at I finally did look at part of a video about the Shanny for Christ situation. I saw the intro for that video. Yeah, I understand. I understand why people keep asking me, do you know about this girl called Shanny for Christ? I'm like, no, what? Is this another dumb situation? No, that's an example of like, okay, she's doing stuff where it's like, okay, let me look and laugh, because you're saying and doing stuff that, and you have kids, and like, you're doing stuff that's just not, like, are you okay, ma'am? Are you good? Just type yes or no if you're okay. But that's like an example of something that I'm like, okay, I understand why people are gawking at that, because that lady acted insane, honestly. But even then, I'm not saying that it'd be okay for people to dox her or anything like that. That's where, again, you're taking something too far. It just is what it is. How was everybody else's day going? Other than looking at that video of that situation. And I was like, I could make a video on it talking about how I feel, but again, I don't want to edit, and it's just like a lot of stuff. And then looking at the stuff, there's not even a lot of proof for it, so it's just people going off of assumptions about shit, and I'm just like, I don't. It's dumb, you know? Like, assumptions are one thing, like just making an assumption about a situation, but also, honestly, a lot of the proof people were going off of was just piecing together these assumptions to make sense, and some of them just did not make any sense, or they didn't add up the way people, I think, thought they did. And it just ended up being a whole shitstorm of ridiculousness still. And I'm just like, okay, cool, yeah, and this is over what? People are getting mad at her for little shit? Hmm. Hmm. That's just how I feel. I know there is. I wasn't talking about the Gabby Hanna drama. I don't know if I'm gonna release that video though. Because the whole Gabby Hanna, Jessie Smiles, everything else that Gabby Hanna is talking about situation is so. It's so. It's become to a point where I'm like, this is dumb. And usually I don't say that, especially about situations like I said. I think I might have said drama just now, and I don't mean it as a drama, but that whole situation, um, it's it's not dumb. It's like I watched Jesse's recent video. This she's too emotionally invested, and people are telling her too much stuff to where she is actively she's not okay. And I don't care how much people tell me she's okay, she's not okay. And maybe it's just me, as someone who has gone through sexual assault. When you are using testimony, not screenshots, not evidence, testimony from the person who sexually assaulted you, who to this day claims that he did not, as a way to get at someone else who does, it's not even like that, still has not shown anything. It's not like Gabby is saying now and maintaining that that didn't happen to her. But just because that person is being an ass, because I'll give you this, Gabby's not handling the situation well. She's not a good spokesperson for herself, I'll say it like that. Just because that person is being terrible, when you're going as far as using that as some form of, like, any type of information to get at this girl, when it's clear that a lot of you guys' drama is just that you guys don't like each other, that's not mentally sound. And the people who are egging her on as like that's okay or that was even something that she should have done, the T channels are just like, we stand with. I don't get that. I just don't. Maybe it's just me. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand it. I really am. I'm trying to be like, maybe this is what it is. Maybe that's why it's. And maybe. I don't get that. Does anybody else explain that to me? Like. I don't get that. I don't understand that. I don't get that. And though I understand what Gabby is trying to say, that I may not like Jessie in any way, shape, or form, and I will continue not to like her, but I'm not a rape apologist, which honestly I agree with. As much as I want to be like, no, I have not seen her do that. Jessie admitted in that call, period, that Gabby apologized for it, and that's why they were friends, and they're not friends for a totally different reason. So I don't understand. I don't understand it. I just don't. And I feel bad because I don't understand why people are continually, like, I don't get that. Like, I don't understand. Even if Gabby is trying to continuously maintain that everybody is being fucking mean girls and bullies to her, and you don't believe that. I just. Something about the situation doesn't smell right to me. And people that are saying that I think Gabby did it or all the evidence points to Gabby doing it. It's a crock of shit. And I feel a certain way about this whole thing, and I just am trying to like be like, should I say something or should I show that like that's not what it is? But then I'm also like, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. And Jesse has real shitty friends. And that's another thing. Even like the fact that people are letting or trying to make the people are letting her friends get away with being like, it's not even their friend. Her saying that Gabby was the reason her and her friend were talking shit about each other, as if Gabby was that like she's a super villain, and she can make your best friend or one of your best friends talk shit about you just because it was getting back to you because Gabby was telling you, doesn't mean that Gabby did it, and that's not sane thinking. To I'm under the assumption that my friend was talking shit about me because someone else made her and manipulated her to the point where she would talk mad shit about me. That doesn't make any sense. That's not a normal, and people just are just gonna let her continue saying stuff like that like it's normal. Like that's a, I think other people are manipulating her, and I don't think it's Gabby. Because she still doesn't like Gabby, no matter what Gabby says and what Gabby does. And when they weren't friends, they weren't friends. I think other people are manipulating her if they want her to continue that delusion that that's a normal thing and that those people are her friends. And it's like, okay. I don't think they're her friends. I think it's cool. It's been cool to be her friend because it's cool to be friends with people who hate on Gabby. That's the vibe all this is giving me. Because you have friends like that who are like, you don't need enemies at this point. At this point, my I guess frustration with the situation have nothing to do with their sexual assault, and for many people, it doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do with that situation. The only thing I bothers me is that I don't think Gabby's a rape apologist. And again, as someone who has had people that actually are rape apologists talk about my problems, I just like, I'm not trying to compare them, but like those people will still say it didn't happen. So I just don't know what to tell you. She never made an excuse for it. She never said it was okay. She still to this day has kept the opinion, not even opinion, it's fact, that that happened, and she's always said that. And especially when it comes to someone that wasn't her friend at the time, isn't her friend now, I think that's pretty okay. And this whole thing about it being bad that Gabby heard out the person who's actually solved the prayer. I don't still understand this point, and maybe again this is just me. I do not understand this point. I've been trying to understand it, but she didn't know you. She wasn't friends with you. She didn't care about you. It's not that type of thing. And whether she heard about once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, he wasn't even convicted at that point. So again, her not knowing you, being in the room with people who actively enabled this person, I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand why that's a weird thing. I want to. I really do. But I just don't understand. I don't. Trying to work on this thing right now. Excuse me. But again, it also could be that I am a bad person. I just don't understand something. There's something that's not registering with me, and I can understand that if it was explained. But meh. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm just going off screen, by the way, also. Sometimes when I draw, you get into it, and so it's just kind of lean down. Is it me or are people playing evil? I keep seeing a lot of people trying to dox others they don't like. I mean, no, yeah, that's kind of just the MO. Is that it's just I don't know why doxing the first thing they go to. Maybe it's just me that's just like, I don't know. Like doxing them, getting them fired, shit like that. It's I don't understand it. Yeah, I'm the guy at the will. Nah, I don't know if that's all. Hmm. I was gonna talk about something else. Hmm. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I wanted to do a thing, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I don't think I have enough people to ask this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. I don't think it's a good idea, but I think it might be. I was gonna do a thing where, ooh, I started having a camera, period, and not entirely, like not showing my face, but just having my face tinily in the corner, kind of like how it is now, and then just drawing with that, and finishing drawings and doing extra stuff. I don't know why. I feel like my content is boring. I guess is the best way to describe it. And I feel like I want to spice it up a bit, but I also don't want to fuck it up because I have a tendency to say I'm going to do something and either not do it or do it so poorly that I'm just like, okay, well, why did I even try in the first place? I think this might be okay. Still stop. I don't know. I feel like every time I have my face on here, it's more of like I wouldn't say a treat, but it's not. It's fun. I don't know why. I keep looking over my tablet to see the thing and see if it's not crapping out or having an aneurysm. Got a long neck. So insecure about my neck. It's the whole thing. Anyways, I'm gonna have a video. I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be it. But I'm actually gonna do it. I keep saying I'm gonna do content and then go into a depressing. I go into a depression and I'm not doing it. I promise I will. I will. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I worked so hard on the face, I forgot about everything else. Oh, damn. I hate that. Like, I work hard on the face and I'll be like, oh yeah, the face looks so pretty. And then they'll be like, yeah, but what about everything else? Did you do everything else? And it's like, no. I didn't. Okay. I might have to do everything else I did to here. To this. It's gonna be difficult. I do like having chats here or there. It's just hard to figure out what to talk about. A lot of my life has been depressing, and a lot of it is depressing, period. So, it's hard to find, like, a nice conversation, you know? What dramas have been happening lately? Oh, yeah! There's the drama about that one guy who wants to be Korean desperately in his life. But I feel like that whole conversation is kind of odd. You know? It's talking about, like, was it transracial people, which that doesn't exist. At this point, with all what I've seen, that does not exist. It's not a thing, and no one will convince me that it's a thing. Listen. There's at least science, when it comes to transgender people. There's science behind it. Even if there wasn't, there's no harm in that. The harm in these people doing it is they try to take on... How can I explain it? Usually, they tend to try to profit off of it and take on the roles of another race when they have not and probably will never be able to experience those woes. Example, a black person that has never been in the fucking ghetto cannot talk about the woes of being a black person in the fucking ghetto because they're not in there. And it just, they wouldn't do that. These people will be like, yeah, I realize how, struggle it is because I'm black now and and it's like, stop, just, how about not? And what? You're saying and it's just, how can I explain it? Usually I'm here for anything anybody wants to do as long as they're not hurting anybody. These people actively go out of their way to hurt these people. Or not to hurt these people, but to hurt people. And it may not be in a physical way. But it's never with some regular... Like, if they had came in and were just like... if they were just like, this is who I am, I'm gonna... For example, I like the culture, and I like what's happening. That would work. If that was just the thing the guy is trying to do, I still have a problem with it, but I wouldn't be as frustrated, I guess. He's not doing that. He, from the get-go, wanted to look Korean, to be Korean. He was obsessed with looking specifically like... It's like those look-alike people. Like, they're weird. We laugh at them because why would you want to look like another person this desperately to the point where you basically want their face, you want to live how they live, you want to have their name, you want to be called them. You're trying to be another person. And that's where his journey started. People need to stop acting like they don't know how his journey started because he wanted to be another person. He wanted to be and act like these idols that he looked up to, which is a creepy obsession. And now it's to the point where he's like, okay, well, I just want to be Korean in general. I love the culture. I love all the stuff. I can speak Korean. And it's like, I can speak Korean. I'm still not Korean. I could be the prettiest bitch in the world. I still wouldn't be Korean. I could look just like somebody from Korea. I still wouldn't be Korean. I still wouldn't be Korean. You're Caucasian, my sir. Like, you're Caucasian. I don't care what you say. You're Caucasian. And you can love and be in a culture without being that race. You know what I mean? Gender dysphoria exists. There's a reason, I don't know what you would call that, racial dysphoria doesn't, like, there's a reason it doesn't exist. You can be in a culture, you can literally live in Korea, marry a Korean woman, say you're a Korean citizen. You could do everything a Korean person would do without having to be Korean. And basically have, well, no, yeah, you could literally have the life experience of a Korean person without having to be Korean. It is not hard. You could literally, there are many of the white people, there are many white people who have experience of a poor black in, like, the hood, with still not being a poor black, and you still can't say the N-word, my nigga. Like, it's just what a thing, you know what I mean? It's just what it is. And it's, you know what I mean? It's not gonna kill them to not be black. It's just gonna be like, okay. Sorry, my nose itches, I'm sorry. But it's gonna be like, okay, well, it is what it is. It just seems fetishy. That's what it seems. I don't like using the word fetishizing and shit like that because I feel like people use that as a buzzword. It's overused now. This seems like fetishization. Fetishization. This is what that seems. Because what benefits do you, like, what, I don't understand. First of all, I'm sure mental illness, but what would change for you being Korean? If I were to ask, what would change for someone who is transgender, they can give me a genuine answer. Of, like, I am who I am, I'm physically who I am, I'm hormonally who I am mentally who I am, and there's science behind me feeling who I am. Those people, like the Rachel Dolezal and the weird Korean guy, it's nothing. There is none of that. It's just, I want to be this. It's not like, again, there aren't alternative things for them. If they want to be that and people are just like, no, that's something that doesn't seem right about this, you know. No, this is offensive, or no, you shouldn't do that, or say that you're Korean now. It's stupid. There's okay, well, I'll just live the life of a person who's in Korea, breathes Korea, speaks Korean, and the surgery thing is an issue for me. And I think it's an issue for most people, but, like, okay, you know, do that, I guess. I mean, it's too late. The doctor's already turned your face, so we can't do much about that. Do that. Whatever. It's too late. You know. But, like, it's It always is some. I don't want to be like this. It's gonna sound like mean, but it's always some white people doing it too. Like, no, you can't do this. I don't care. I want to do it. It's like this. I don't know why it's this. No, I want to type thing. Like, let's look at spider. No, it's fuzzy. Okay. If you were to ask a Latino, or Indian, or any other race of person, hey, don't say the N word. That's it. That's the end of it. Okay, we won't say the N word. We'll say something different. We have our own language. We don't need to like, you know. Cardi B is an example of somebody who doesn't hear that. People enable her doing that. That's a thing. But whatever. Again, I don't care. She doesn't keep me up at night. But most people are just like, okay, fine, that's fine. You know what I mean? You can create your own word. You can do your own shit. It's not, you know, there are other words, really. Equivalent words, actually. But white people just be like, no, but I want to. But you can't tell me what to do, mom. Like, you can't tell me what to do, mom. I don't care. And I don't get it. I don't understand. No, I want to be another race. Why? I just wanna. Could you accomplish what you need to accomplish by being another race? I could, but I don't want that. I want people to say that I'm Korean. I want people to accept me because I want attention. That's what it seems like. Like, I'm fine with them coming out as non-binary. If that is the case, that's fine. I don't care. Good for you, you know. What are you hearing? Try to scroll up a little bit. I scroll up a little bit. Uh, Honestly, think they look like people need to learn themselves. I feel like most of the time these people want to look like a carbon copy of Ariana Grande, have some deep rooted issues about themselves and physically. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing too much with the philosophical comment. No, it really is. It's like, well, let me say it like this. If you want to look like somebody, that's a bit different, but well, no, it's not. Never mind. I lied. It's not. Yeah, it's weird. It's different if it's like you just do look like her, and it's like, oh, I need to be funny, or because people say it all the time, we do it. But people that are like, really like, I want to look like you. I see Ariana has a crooked tooth, like crack. Like I don't like, I don't understand it, and I think it might at one point become a thing where people are just like, yeah, this is normal. But at this point, I accept most people until I see some um some scientific evidence that this is a real problem that they have, that isn't mental illness, or that isn't obsession type thing. I I'm not supporting it. I think he's a weirdo. And this ages poorly in the next decade or when I'm fucking 30, okay, well it does because at this point I think most people are under the agreement that it's stupid and he's a dumbass. And what he's saying is coming off low key, like it's coming off weird. I wouldn't say racist. It's just coming off. It's just weird. It's just dumb. I don't think anybody's here for it, especially people who are Korean. I don't think that they're here for it. I don't. I don't condone people attacking him, but like I condone people laughing. I'd laugh. I'm laughing. It's funny. Mm, okay. Now for that. Hmm. Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's weird. This is weird. Again, that's just me. I do wonder where these things came from. Maybe it's just me that's like, I can understand me wanting to be like a different race for the benefits of that race, but that's about it. And that's a not a thing you would want to do. And that comes from a bunch of insecurities and things like that. Like, I can understand, like, I want to be white because, like, white privilege. I've been stifled. I've been stifled. I can understand that, or wanting to be white because they're looked at as prettier or more whatever, and not saying that's a thing, or I think that. I'm just saying that maybe because of those stereotypes or because somebody said, you can perceive that as that way. Not saying that they're not. White people are pretty. I'm just saying, but you get what I'm trying to fucking say. But other than that, or those types of benefits, which would be weird and obsessive, I don't see what it would accomplish for you. And maybe it's just, I don't know, because I don't have whatever illness you have. I don't get it. I still don't get it. I don't think I ever will. Personally. Okay. Just putting back nothing behind my ear. Just putting back nothing. Does anybody else do that out of, okay, actually I took out some hair. Does anybody else do that out of habit? They'll like put their random, they'll either put hair behind their ear or they'll put like nothing because they don't have hair here. I'm just pulling out hair actually. I can see the light getting brighter because it's getting more nighttime. Mm. Huh. I think other than that, there has been I wouldn't say a weird influx, but there hasn't been enough juicy content lately. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to hear about drama, but like, when you're craving some good, like some good tea, and I don't know, all of it's been kind of stupid lately, to be fair. I sneezed. I sneezed. That was really dramatic. Uh, I hate those dramatic sneezes. Or the sneezes that, like, after you sneeze, your nose starts itching, and you're just like, why? I hate those. I hate life. Yeah, I feel you. I want some different drama. Yes! I just need something to invest in. I've been trying. That's why I've been looking at like old dramas and shit. Because I want to be invested, but then these are stupid too. I'm like, oh fuck. Like, isn't there some good drama? Like somebody did something crazy and they're insane. And it's just them being crazy. It's not like really them being less. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like the Pixyteri stuff where it's not really crazy like I want it to be. It's just like she's a weirdo, and that's you can barely say that. Because at this point, people doxing her, harassing her, and going to her house and shit, and then trying to bait her, I'd be crazy too. So it's partially other people's fault too, and it's like I just want some normal. Like everybody is insane on the internet. There's no way that we're getting to a point where sane people are the only people that are living among us. There has to be somebody, not somebody crazy, but somebody just not all there that I can have a chuckle or two at, you know. But damn, everybody being mentally sound. Hmm. I don't remember what. God, I don't remember what I wanted to do color wise. This I kind of wanted to keep it flat. I remember, but do you think this looks good so far? I honestly hear me. Let me flip it. So I. Yeah. Okay. This is a problem I was having. Okay. Somebody was shaking something, I think, while I was talking, so I like adjusted my seat. It was like clang 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 outside, and it bothered that confused me. Say. Mm, I don't remember what I was saying. That made me lose track of everything I was thinking of just now. Uh, Same. I was about to do that too. I was about to watch Ola Nision videos from people that like look at new content creators, and because like also drama channels have been like I used to like them, I really did, and I used to actually believe what they were saying and that they were just a little bit dramatic. But now that's like, it's been for a while now. It isn't just like super recently. For like a while now, they've just been lying to their teeth and shit. And I just, if there's one thing, it's different when it's like you get something wrong or information is incorrect. But these people are just straight up lying and slandering, and I don't like that. I don't like people. I don't like liars. You know, people who willfully like ignore information. Like that shit bothers me. It's different when you miss something, but that's what I was saying. I'm sorry. I remembered. Yeah, the face. Mind. This face, the way the face is like shaped is bothering me, and I kept reshaping the face, but it kept giving like it gave like the bean look, you know. And I didn't really want this. I didn't want like a dip like this. It was weird before. Like that's kind of what I want, but not even that. It's weird. I did have some before I could try to show you. Like this is how. Here, let me. Excuse me. Let me show you how this started. Okay. So. Right. Okay. So this is. I wish I could show on a different thing. This is. You can kind of barely see what I'm talking about, but this is the. This is like the draft, which looks like it lines up, kind of. It's kind of shorter. This is the draft for it. Like okay, cool. This was this was the sketch, but I guess the rough outline. See how the face is weird looking? Like that's kind of what I was working with for there, and I'm like, I don't really like that. It's a little bit too optimistic. And then this was like the sketch for it. See, the sketch head is what I was trying to go for, but I just guess I just didn't stay on track with it, and so now it looks cursed. But what I was trying to say at the beginning of all this was, I want to make this into a shirt because I've been like, I don't know, I think I've been wanting to make stuff that I like my drawings. That I like making my drawings into stuff. So I was like, oh, let me make a picture that I can put into like a thing. And this just happens to be it. Mm. Yeah, that's the thing. Let's see. I did want to make her have, or let her have some lip gloss. Let's just be, my lip gloss be popping. The whole thing. Oh, sorry, I have to lean in for a second so I can figure this out. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be leaning in like this. It's terrible for my back. It's kind of a milk mustache thing going on. I don't really like that. Okay. But yeah, that's I don't even remember what I was saying. Right. There's not good drama lately. That's what I was saying. There's not good drama lately, so it's very hard for me to feel interested in anything. I miss I miss making random rants about things that, like, that's fun. Now all of a sudden with all these, I wouldn't say drama even, all of these situations, I gotta be like really careful of what I say and how I say it, because people, even then, people turn drama into dumb shit sometimes. And it'll be something that's definitely a moment of like, oh haha, let's laugh at this person. And people will be like, haha, let's laugh at them and call them like a psychopath. And it's like, huh? But they didn't do anything like that. It's just funny, right? It's just no. We have to ruin their life. We have to get them banned from whatever platform it is. They're crazy. People need to warn them. Now they're pedo, and it's like, but that was never a part of their pedo now. But they're pedo, so it doesn't even matter. It's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go because you guys are the crazy ones. Cool. It's not fun to laugh at them because they're just like, "But we'll dox you." It's like, okay, cool. How about I'm not gonna engage, and then it's a whole thing. Well, I saw that Shannon reactivated her Instagram, so maybe she's coming out with a response. Again, like I said, there's still a way for her to get out of this, and it could not be her. And even with that whole situation, Emily made it a point to make that situation a bit more ridiculous than it actually was. And it just became a bunch of like accusation of this might be this and this might be that, and it's like, is there any proof? It's like, my testimony is proof, and it's like, it's not. It's really not. They look this. I wonder. No, I'm almost sure that person that said they had DMs from Facebook. Did they ever come out with that? No. They said that they uh talked to Shannon about it. Did she ever admit to it? No. The people keep talking about. People keep milking this and saying that there's an admission and stuff. And I keep watching their videos and seeing a whole bunch of nothing. And I realize that they're not credible. And I'm like, okay, that's another content creator I can't watch anymore because they're not credible. And it's just a whole mess of like. Again, it was fun to laugh at the things that she did do that were either we could prove or that it was unlikely that she didn't do it. So, you know what I mean? But then when it goes to people saying, like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, the whole thing of like, look, she copied my hairstyle because, red and blonde is totally not a popular style for most people, and I can't, like, when I look up half and half hair, it's not one of the first things I see or anything like that. And maybe it's just me, because back in the day, literally during that time she's talking about, I had that exact same hairstyle. Am I copying you too, Emily? What? What? Like, and I was watching your channel back then. So was I copying you too, or not? I'm sorry, not back then. I'm sorry. I wasn't watching her channel back then. Actually, I don't know if she had a channel back then. My point is, if was watching you or I had seen you at all, would I be copying you as well? Like, that's not what it is. And again, I don't think she had a channel back then, actually, I'm thinking about it. Uh, but I misspoke, it's fine. My point of it is that, like, it's getting to a point of, like, look, it must be this because of an already confirmed bias we have, and if it comes out that it's not, we're gonna be like, well, we just didn't know, and it's like, yes, you did. You knew that there was no proof behind this, and that this woman could be over exaggerating because of what she's been through. Not saying that she's lying. I don't know that. We don't know if she's telling the truth either. Like, we didn't see shit, so we're just going off of somebody's word and what we think might be what's happening, and it's like it also could be not that. Plus, we all know Creepshow is never gonna come back, so what's the point in even dwelling on it? True. Well, she might. She might come back. She has to come back with. Well, she might come back in a different. That's another thing. People stalking anybody that might like the whole like thing with her. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't remember what I was saying. I just forgot that quick. The whole thing. Uh, I know with her being back in the sense of in a podcast because it kind of sounded like Shannon, kind of maybe if you slow it down and put the reverb on it. Like, it's like, bro, do you know it's Shannon? Well, no, but it might be, and it's like, shut up. Look, this one account also might be Shannon because it has her name and basically she kept sending people on wild goose chases and then saying stuff like, "Look at this hairstyle that Shannon had back in the day. It must be because I had it," and that shows the obsession. It's like you also said that somebody might be Shannon because they had the same name as her, as if Creepshow, like if maybe it's just me. Do this. Someone, you know what? Never mind. It's a futile conversation for me to have and try to explain this. Everything sounds crazy. So now every time I hear about a update on the creep show thing or anything like that, I'm like, I don't care. The podcast, listen, I don't care if somebody's defending Shannon to the fucking dirt. That does not make them Shannon. Like, it was so stupid. And people really saying stuff like, it might be Shannon because, okay. You're telling me Shannon went out of her way to make a podcast defending herself with a similar voice, knowing people, like, didn't even use a voice modulator or anything, just came on with her voice and kind of changed it a little bit and had a whole podcast thing talking about it. That's what you're telling me. Does that make any sense? Well, no, but she's crazy, so like it's like talking to a wall with these people. It's like talking to a wall. They'll literally say no. It doesn't make any like it doesn't make any sense, but it's possible, and it's like it's possible that somebody could be lying too. It's possible that we don't. Well, no, it's not possible. It's a fact that we don't know all the information. We don't know all the information is true. We only know what was presented to us. So I don't. What's your point? Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of how I felt about. Well, I mean, not equate it to that. It was dumb. What I'm trying to say. Hmm. Here, I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna change the color. I thought if I maybe. Well, yeah, I thought I made it a bit more either transparent but glow on or something like that. I'd like it better. Well, let me try with glow actually. The soft, not soft glow, but the this one. Ah, jeez. usually in these types of times, I'd take a shower so I could sneeze in there properly, but it's just me. Hmm. What are we talking about? That sneeze threw me off. Right, it's a whole thing. Everything's a whole thing. Everything's a whole thing. Everything's just complicated and frustrated, and thank you also. But it's just nothing's fun anymore, and nothing's just like, oh, like if it was just, oh, Shannon's crazy and all that, and we had like solid proof of that, that's fine. But now it's to the point where it's like it just becomes like a mess, and it's and low-key a joke sometimes, like with stuff happening, and I'm just like, not that situation particularly, but in general, it just becomes a joke, and it's just like it's not. It ends up becoming like a thing of, well, like don't add on to something that's already ridiculous, if that makes sense. So if something is like, how can I explain it? If something is already, I'm taking your word for it, don't then add on ridiculousness to it, or it just starts watering down everything. And that's kind of what it's been lately, of like, okay, I'm taking your word for it, but this sounds believable, and then it's like, here, let me also, sorry, we also add this ridiculous era, like ridiculous thing to it, or this conspiracy theory I have, and it's like, okay, I'm not gonna believe you anymore. Because if you're ready to just add on stuff that you think might be a thing without actually even going to somebody else and be like, you think, do you agree with me on this, or does this sound crazy, or something like that, and you just go to people who already believe, like, if you're just gonna go get confirmation bias, and then when someone tells you that might not make sense, you get mad. I don't, whatever. Like, whatever you say is not gospel to me at that point. It never is, but at that point, I start questioning you and questioning your intentions and questioning stuff, and it's like, I'm not saying I won't believe you, I'm just saying that everything starts sounding fishy, because you're just gonna go for confirmation bias, then it's, I don't know, that's sus to me, but maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Also, I spat just now, and I saw it. Hope that it's blurry enough to where y'all can see it. But yeah. If you guys have any interesting dramas that aren't like stupid or complicated, I'd like to hear it. I know somebody said, offered, or not offered, but like, was like, oh, you should talk about the James Charles thing. That's not drama. That's like a serious thing. And as much as I want to comment on it, my comment wouldn't be more than anybody else's. My comment could be a tweet. Which is, if this is true, that's disgusting, and he's gross, and he didn't address anything, or he didn't address much. And the fact that, like, it's just some bullshit, you know what I mean? Plus, I'm sensitive to that type of stuff on top of that, so it would be hard for me to comment without it being like a whole ball of emotions, But right now, I'm just kind of going through, looking at dramas, and trying to figure out what content I want to make. Oh! There was that one thing I kind of wanted to talk about, and I might make that into a video. That's interesting. Um, I remember her name, but that one girl from Invincible. That black girl from Invincible that everybody was talking about how much she sucked and how she's a bad character or she sucks as a person. And it's like, not really. And I think people say that. I don't think they know how relationships work. And the biggest criticism people seem to have with her is that, oh, she knew the entire time that he was that and still wanted him to do, or still acted like she didn't understand. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. She would always get mad at him for, not communicating and stuff like that. But she knew why. She just didn't tell him. She didn't tell him. Yeah, no, I said that right. And she just didn't tell him. And that makes her like a part of like a bad character and stuff like that. And she's just this bitchy person. And I'm like, no, it's not how that works. And in a relationship, that's not how that works. Just because she knew that he was that doesn't mean that he didn't have the decency to be like, I can't deal with this right now and not be with her. That is also an option. And it's like, as a kid, you need to tell, like, it can't just be that, oh, well, you're going through something, so I should, like, no, we're together, we agreed on, Amber, that's the bitch's name, that's her name, Amber. If we're together, I don't care if I know what you're going through or not, or I find out, or I figure it out, communicate with me that I can't be in a relationship right now. I'm doing superhero shit. I don't even have really control of my powers like that. I can't get in a relationship with you. It's not like he didn't have friends or he had nobody and that was it. That's not what was happening. He had people around him who cared about him. He had pink ass bitch. He had people who knew what he was going through that he could talk to about it. Just because he didn't want to. It's that fucking attitude of like, well, I want to be with Amber. And I want to be with her, and I want her to be around. It's like, okay, well, is that a smart idea? Your friend almost got killed. Your friend's boyfriend got killed. My first thought is, I like this girl. Maybe it's just women that think this. I like this girl or I like this boy, but I can't be around him right now. People are dying. And I have to save them, and it makes it complicated when I want to do stuff with them, but I can't do it here. He wasn't ready for a relationship. And it sucks that was his life, but he's not, he's a kid, but he was also in high school. He has responsibilities that he needed to attend to. He had a dad that was pushing him to do stuff that he could have said no to. If you're in a relationship with someone, period. If you're in a relationship with somebody, period, you do have to consider yourself, yourself above them most of the time. But that also means that you have to consider if this relationship will work right now. And it didn't. And he could have stepped out at any point. And it's irritating because people are mad because she figured out something he couldn't tell her, and she didn't either respond accordingly or give him passes and all this stuff, when there also was the option, because let's say she didn't know. There's a simple option of, I can't be with you right now. I haven't detached myself from this world. I have responsibility that you will never understand. You don't have to tell her all that. I just can't be with you right now. Maybe later, he could have tried again. Maybe later, it could have been something different. But at that point, he could have broken up with her at any point. And sure, as a teenager, you're going to be like, oh, that sucks, I don't want to do that. And it's understandable that they would want to do that. Or they wouldn't want to do that, rather. But it's not Amber's fault or Amber's character's fault that he didn't want to do that. And let's say that she did, even if she did, let's say, admit to him, I knew the entire time. Why would that change? People keep acting like I would change something, or that no. You still would have no time for me. You still wouldn't be able to do this, that, and the third. At that point, it would just be, I would have to break up with you if I were to not continue your lie to me. I would break up with you, and then I'd be the bitch because I wouldn't want to do this or I wouldn't want to do that. And it's like you also have to have the responsibility of doing that. So if I ever find out that you've been lying to me and you could have broke up with me at any time instead of telling me you can do something when it's obvious that you can't, because you keep breaking these promises and shit, like that's not my problem. It's really not. I just took out the scab off my back and I didn't mean to do that. Okay. That's gross. I hate that. Does anybody else do that? Is it bleeding? Where you'll have like a scab and you'll scratch it and it just comes off and you're like, okay, I scratched it way too hard. Probably where the scab came from in the first place, and be scratching too hard. Not bleeding. Okay, I'm not bleeding, so I'm fine, I guess. Yeah, I like this shirt. I don't want to bleed on it. But that's not her fault. And if she wants, and even if it's like, okay, well, her character's bitchy, or her character's this, he knew this. He didn't break up with her. Why is that her fault? Why is that her fault that he continued being with her? I don't understand that. I still I don't get that. Like, it doesn't make sense. These arguments for her character being shitty never have made sense. And people keep trying to make these arguments, and then, like, you're basically saying it's her fault for stuff he didn't do. No. She can be a bitch all she wants. She can be a bitch, an asshole. She can treat him like shit. And like, is dumb. But that's why I feel like I understand people who think it's a black thing. It's not. It really isn't. But I understand people who think that because it doesn't make any sense. If you actually think about it, if you actually been in a relationship that's healthy, in my opinion, then that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, why would you do that? It's understandable the feelings they have of, like, him feeling like this or those feelings are understandable, but later in hindsight as an adult or a person, you have to like, I understand if you're a kid, but if you're an adult, which most people are, you have to realize how stupid that sounds. But that's just me. Maybe that's just how I feel. I don't get it. Ooh, that's a video right there. See, look, I just came up with a video. That's great. So there's that. That whole show was decent. Honestly, you know what's the worst character in my opinion? The mom. Because she was just willfully ignorant. Yeah, she just sucked. People keep talking about how much Amber sucked, which doesn't make any sense to me. The mom sucked ass. Is anybody else feel the same way? Like, her character was literally, I'm blissfully ignorant. But then all of a sudden, at the end of the thing, I'm going to act like, you know, I can figure stuff out and stuff like that. I'm like, bitch, since day one, when he came here, he was a dick. During your son's first congratulatory moment, he was a dick. There was no redeeming quality about this man. But now you're suspicious of him. He would yell at you. He would treat you like a dirt in a potato. A potato in dirt. With worms. That's how this man treated you. And sometimes would do, like, nice things for you occasionally. You had how many years to figure that out with your son, and how he treated your son. But now all of a sudden, is your fucking detective dream out? No, I'm not. Well, technically, yeah, but what, you're detective out here? Now all of a sudden you're snooping around. Now all of a sudden his actions seem suspicious. What? How? I don't get that. I don't understand. The mom made no sense to me more than Amber. People were just like, but no, he's abusive. That's how abuse victims work. And I'm like, okay. As long as you put abuse on it, it makes sense for the stupid actions she did. Like the shit that made no fucking sense. I don't care. Like you're telling me you couldn't you tell me you still love your husband, but you couldn't confront him about this for the longest time. In her eyes, he was a good man, right? A good man. So she could have left him. It's not like, from what her character was confusing. From what she gave off, it's not like she couldn't have left him. She did. In a way, she did and stuff like that. Like before this, like that's it's like before the. Why was it this that got you? Don't give me. Well, it was murder. It's like, and you act like he was like the picture citizen before that. It actively showed in flashbacks he's always been a little off the fucking rails. And he's just now coming to that point. But even then, he's doing ridiculous shit and treating you guys like shit. So don't give me a, well, it's suspicious now. It's been suspicious. The man has been abusing you and your kid, and I don't feel bad for her. Too old. Because he saved you once, now you want to. Girl, show. Please. Anyways. I'll just not finish that rant because that shit actually kind of pisses me off, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't know why I did that. That was jarring. You know what else? Doing the eyes sucks. Because the way I do eyes, it's not like, once they're not normal, it's not very appetizing isn't the word. It's not as pretty as I feel like it should be. Yeah. I bet the shit out of my lip. I really should not be doing. My phone's fucking black. No. When it comes to like, when it comes to like color, no, it doesn't work. When it comes to colors, specifically, it's hard to get like, oh, this color is really close to black, like this much from black. It's hard to get those colors when it comes to doing shadows and shit. I should just end up I should just end up using black. I feel like I'm bleeding, I'm not. But I don't want to for some reason. But it's really hard to get them because the little fucking color wheel is really short down here, so yeah, there's that. Let me see, what else is there to talk about? I think when it comes to content creation, it is very hard to, I guess, plan for that. So I'm gonna try to make non-commentary-esque content for a while. I don't think it'll be very good. But for example, what I was thinking of recently was I was going to do, because I've been super depressed, it's been hard to I don't know how to explain it. I haven't been exerting energy, so it's hard for me to sleep. Because if I don't exert a certain amount of energy every day, I'll get really like the energy will just store up and I'll get really like hyper. And so lately I've been having to watch like ASMR type videos. I was like, okay, I could review that. And the reason why I wanted to do that specifically was there's one that's just funny. It's just very funny. I hate my life. No, but there's one that's I kind of want you guys to watch it. You can listen to it. It's just funny. It's literally just a lady. Okay, I'll show you. Here, let me pull it up. Also, thank you. Let's see. You don't see a boob. I don't know. The shirt is kind of low cut. Let's see. I seen a video saying just about 100% ended. Like it stopped. Like it stopped. Yeah. Now let it go. I'm going to let it go. Also, I noticed this every time someone makes a slam dunk video, or what the tea community period would think is like a career ending video. It always feels like right like a year after or something, someone will come out and be like, "Hey, there's a lot of flaws in this video," and then another video will come out and they'll swear that one is just like there's no problems with it, and it's like, is there no problems? Is that what you're gonna tell me? What do you want to say? Let me see if I can find it. I think I subbed to the lady. I don't know if I subbed on this account though. So I found it. Okay, so she does. I can't. I just want to watch it with you guys. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys can listen in if you want to, so I can stay silent for a minute. It's hilarious. Um, here I'm gonna set it up so you can look at it and still look at me drawing if you want to. Stop that. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. You open another window. I'm green. I always open have like 42 like window captures open and capturing the same shit over and over again. Here we go. And I'll have that there, and I'll have. How do I do that? The way usually that I can like squish it, but for some reason I'm not able to do that. That's irritating. Here, I guess I'll make this one big. And then over that. And then take this, and I'm gonna figure this out. And oh, see that one moves. This one moves. It's weird. So I can have this one like to the side here. That's weird. Well, here's what I'll do. Oh, nope, that's not the one I wanted. So we're gonna do this one. I'll do this, right? So there we go. There we go. That works. And then I'll have these two below it. And I'll take this one and make it small. Nope. It's not what I meant to do. Okay. It's irritating. I have to do this again. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna lock this one, unlock this one, and then she's just gonna be in the bottom corner here. There. Let's have her in the top right here. That works. That works for what it is. It is what it is. But this is funny to me. And it may not be funny to you, but it's funny to me. And it made me laugh and also go to sleep somehow because I don't know why. I don't know. It's like listening to a story time video. Let me turn up the. Oh, before I say anything, I should probably tell you what it is. It's ASMR, ghetto claims. Just rudely takes your phone call. It's great. I don't know why this makes me happy. I don't know why. I love it.
I'm glad that you're okay. We do need to set up a claim, okay? I'm gonna basically ask you a series of questions. It's super easy, and then we'll set up the claim, and then I will go ahead and transfer you over to our PIP department, which is our medical claims department, so you can go ahead and finish up your claim. All right. Before we get started, just for verification purposes, can you please tell me what is your first and last name? Can you spell that? It's Denise, right? Denise, okay. And your last name? Okay. And what is your address? Okay. Can you please provide me with your phone number? Okay, so you've been fully verified. So, before we get started, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Now, the first thing I need to know is what happened, and can you please give me it in great detail? Hold on, you're going too fast. Relax, because I gotta type it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Alright, so hold on. I want to make sure I got this correctly. You mean to tell me that the person in front of you was driving, there was a red light, and then you were looking down at your phone, and then you crashed into the back of their car? No, nothing, Miss Denise, nothing. It's just that I find it very funny. It's a Friday, you know what I'm saying? I got kids, I got a life, you know? I was supposed to get off in the next 5 minutes. Now I gotta do a claim, which could take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. And it's all because you weren't paying attention. Like, at the end of the day, you know it's against the law to use your cell phone, but yet you were looking at your phone. So, you know, we could have avoided this, but it's whatever. So, oh, no.
I just find it funny that you're trash. I just find it funny that you're trash, and I gotta keep doing this job. It's so funny. This is funny. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to teach you so that you know for next time. You know better, because I know this is not what you wanted to be doing on your Friday. Alright, so can you please tell me what is the year, make, and model of your car? 2005 Honda Civic. Oh my gosh. Like, honestly, anything past 2000 and, like, not past, but like anything before 2015, the brakes are usually shot. Like, honestly, you shouldn't even be allowed to drive your car, to be real with you. So I'm not surprised that you rammed into the back of that car, but okay, whatever. What was the year, make, and model of the car that you crashed into? 2020 BMW X Series 10.5. Okay. Alrighty. The next thing that I need to know is how many passengers were in your vehicle? 3. Oh my god. You know what? I need the information for each person that was in your vehicle, but I'm really not about to sit here and write all that out right now because, like I said, I got things to do. So I'm gonna just put here that you said you was in the car with one person. So what was your one passenger that you want to claim? Because I'm really not about to sit here and put all 3 people. Okay, yeah, we could do your daughter. How old is she? Okay. And what is her first name? And her last name? Oh, she got a different last name. No. It's nothing. It's just that, you know, I find it very funny that she has a different last name, you know, but to each his own. And what is her date of birth? 10/19. Okay. So was your daughter injured?
I hate her. I hate it. Oh my god. I hate it.
Hold on, miss. Hold on. I didn't tell you to continue. I'm sitting here trying to write out your file. Can you relax? Thank you. I swear, these people. Alright, so the next thing I need to know is what is the first and last name of the poor victim that you hit in the back?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. How do you spell that last name? Miss, slow down. Slow down. You're going too fast. How do you spell the last name? Spell the last name for me. It's Morgan, right? So spell it Morgan. Okay.
You're really on the phone.
I got it. Now, can you tell me what is the date of birth of the poor victim?
She keeps calling the poor victim.
Just
I get it, but like,
one moment, okay?
just find it funny that you be crashing into people. Oh, my blood.
Alright, so now comes the part where you have to be very descriptive, okay? So first things first, what street were you on? Maple Street. Alright.
So much attitude and everything she said.
What town is Maple Street in?
Uh,
And what state is that? It's New York. Okay, you know what's crazy to me? They let anybody get a driver's license in New York. You know, like, honestly, not to even be rude or whatever, but like, if New York was more selective with their driving process of giving out driver's
poor
licenses,
victim.
I wouldn't be here right now. Like, I got plans, and you know, like, I wouldn't even have to be dealing with all of this right now. But it is what it is, because apparently New York just gives the licenses to anybody. But whatever. So you said you was on Maple Street in New York. What was the cross street?
Oh my gosh.
Concord Avenue.
Stomach hurts, man. Yeah.
So what direction was your vehicle facing? You don't know. Miss, it's very simple. What you mean you don't know? You was there. I wasn't there. I can't make this up for you. It's either you were north, you were south, you were east, or you were west. You're either north, south, east, or west. Like, what's the big deal? Like, just give me a direction. North. Okay, so you were north. Like, was that so hard? You know, I felt honestly that you're giving me a hard time. And I don't want to be petty, but it's very easy for me to hang up this phone. And you will have to call back in and get somebody else. And I won't be the one helping you. And honestly, everybody up in here, they don't want to be here right now. They want to go home. So you're lucky I'm even doing this. Because honestly, I could disconnect this line, delete the file. It's like it never happened. So, you know, you really need to calm your tone down, okay? Please. I understand you had a bad day, but my day was worse because I'm still here talking to you. You didn't even apologize, but it's all good though. So continue. Yeah, so you told me your direction. Alright, now what part of your front bumper hit the back bumper? So your left side driver bumper hit their rear quarter panel bumper.
Jesus.
That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Try again, cause I'm not stupid. You're not gonna sit here and try to pull some wool over my head.
Oh.
Okay, so that's your story and you're sticking to it. Alright, well, we'll see how that goes for you, sweetheart.
Maybe it's
Hold on a
okay.
second, I'm writing a note in the file.
Okay, maybe it's just because that might be it. This might all be because she's whispering, and that's what's making it even more funny. Because if somebody whispered all this shit to me, I'd be dying every second of it. I couldn't. I can't do it now. And she's like, I will disconnect this call. We're listening to Ghetto Claims Adjuster rudely takes phone call. That's what we're listening to. It's great. It really is. It's funny. You missed the good part.
The customer is belligerent. Not listening. The customer seems as if she is intoxicated.
I love her. Ugh.
I just ordered an alcohol breathalyzer test for you. So guess what? You're not gonna get any money out of this claim until you do a breathalyzer test. It has to be done within the next 5 minutes. So you got another 5 minutes on this phone with me. Thank you, sweetheart. You know you messed with the wrong one, honey. You messed with the wrong one. Anyways, moving on. I'm about to read through your policy and its coverages, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what type of coverage you have.
I can't. I want this as like my claim to die.
Surprised. Alright, so guess what? I just saw. As I suspected, you don't have full coverage, baby girl. Nope, you don't. Oh, you don't know what that means? Let me tell you what that means for you, sweetie. So, because of the fact that you caused the car accident, your liability coverage, which covers you for any accidents you get into, will cover the damages to the other party's vehicle. So the poor person whose day was inconvenienced by you, their damage is going to be covered through your policy, through your liability insurance. But guess what, sweetie? The damage to your front bumper, oh no, that's not going to be covered because you don't have full coverage. That means you're going to have to pay out of pocket for the damage to your front bumper. You mean to tell me that the cop said your car was totaled? Let me put that in my notes. I'm not laughing at you. Calm down. I'm not laughing at you. But I'm just laughing at the irony. It's a difference between laughing at you and making fun of you or laughing at the irony. The universe is always at work, girl. It's called karma. And you know what karma is. It rhymes with the word witch. Okay? And karma, she got you, sis. Look at this. You inconvenience me. You can inconvenience that person. And now look. At the end of the day, now you're gonna have to pay for those all those damages out of pocket. And you know what? Your car's totaled. You're gonna have to buy a whole new car. So guess what? It worked, honey. And you know that little attitude you have, that little superior attitude that you're trying to come at me with your old car. No, honey, don't do me. Don't do me. Cause guess what? I drive, sweetie. I drive a 2021. Yes, okay, fleeked out, black on black, everything. So don't play with me. No, I'm not getting rude. You're acting belligerent. You know what? You know what? I wanted to be kind to you. I tried to help you. I stayed.
Liar.
And you're sitting here belligerent, acting like you're drunk, screaming and shouting. You're not screaming, but your voice got a little loud, didn't it? Your tone is not as sweet as when you first called in, is it? Okay then. So don't sit here and try to talk to me and try to talk me down. I'm not stupid, okay? I'm the one with the power. Remember which place you're in. Stay in your lane, sweetie. Because had you stayed in your lane, you wouldn't have crashed into the back of that person's car. Now would you have? Now let me finish up my file. Because I'm really getting to the end of my patience. I'm at the end of my rope and I'm really about to just hang up the phone. So just let me finish my file.
Oh. Do you see why I fell asleep to this? This is just great Ratchet Terry.
Right.
I can't.
I'm trying to stay
Ratchet
calm
Terry?
so I can finish this because I do hold my job at a very high standard despite me not wanting to work here. So I'm going to try to keep very calm and I'm going to ask you this. What is your police report number? Because I know you said the police are there. So I need to put the case number in the computer. Okay, read it to me slowly because I'm not a machine. I got to type it. Read it slowly. Go ahead, start. Okay.
I hate laughing because I feel like I look ugly.
All right. Can you read it back to me to make sure that I typed it in properly?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, do you have the license plate, state license plate number for the person that you crashed into the back of? They're from New York too.
Okay. For some reason, the screen went black. For some reason, it doesn't really matter because I'm listening to somebody talk, but still, it's weird.
And what's their license plate number?
I love this lady. I love everything about her.
I just need to do a few more things things on this file, and I'm gonna go ahead and transfer you over to the PIP department. That's the personal injury protection department, and they're gonna be the ones that you put in your fraudulent injury claims to on behalf of you, because I know you wasn't really injured. Because when I asked you earlier, I said, were you hurt? You said you was okay. Now all of a sudden you're talking about your neck hurts. Like, please, miss, we know we deal with frauds all the time, but I'm gonna do my due diligence. My due diligence is telling me that I gotta send you to the PIP department. So let me finish this file, and I'm gonna go ahead and transfer you over.
Oh my god.
This person called in stating that they did not have any pain and is now complaining of neck pain. Like, no, sis, we got your number. Don't worry. I did everything that I had to do on my end. The last thing that I can ask you is that going forward, you go ahead and have respect for the road. Put your cell phone down. Stop texting and driving. Pay attention, because this accident was really unnecessary. Now, the next thing that's going to happen is you better stay on the line, because I'm going to go ahead and transfer you over to PIP. All right? Hold on 1 second. Hello? Yes, hi, this is Megan, agent number 2765. I got a customer on the other line. She's very belligerent. I think she's drunk. She got into a car accident. She caused the accident, and it's just crazy. She's talking about she got neck pain, because when she first called me, she said that she didn't have any pain, and now she's talking about she got neck pain. So I'm sending her over to you. I'm gonna tell you she is not easy to deal with. All right, so do you have any questions for me before I go ahead and put her on the line? No? Alright. Hold on, I'm about to transfer her onto the line. Hello, miss. Yeah. Alright, so I got Pip on the line. We're gonna go ahead and take care of your call. I thank you so much for calling in. And please be kind enough to finish the survey that is gonna be sent to your email. And please remember to write nothing but good comments, because at the end of the day, I do have the control over your claim. And if I want to get you into trouble, I can get you into trouble. So make sure you put a good review. Bye. This is like a vegan product, so I really like this product. It's made with all natural ingredients. See, it says 100% vegan. 100%
Okay, it skipped to another video, but oh my god, it's so great. Everything about it is so great. It's so great. Oh, can I find it? No, not that one. I watched. This was the video I watched on Joy Sparkle. Joy Sparkle this is the video I was watching. Joy Sparkle BS the Tales of a Turbo Grifter. But the same person made the video on the thing. Anyways, as you can see, that brought me many hours of joy. Which one is that? There we go. It was just really funny. But I keep forgetting that I can't be too close to the edge of the thing. But it was just stupid. It was just stupid funny. There are more like that, but like, bro, those are funny. It's funny as fuck. That's what I should enjoy. But I've been kind of like sampling different ASMR things. I tried like the food. You know what the most satisfying one I found yet? Maybe this is just like, it's definitely because I'm black. It's definitely because I'm black. The most satisfying one, there's this black guy. And if you've been on Twitter, you kind of seen it going around, hopefully, in most spheres. But this black guy eating different types of barbecue and chicken. Oh, the chicken is so good. Like, the chicken looks so fucking good. Oh my god. And that one's really interesting. I don't like the food ones entirely, but just looking at the food that's what's getting me. Like, oh my god, the chicken looks so good. I don't necessarily care about the sound, or care for the sound rather, but oh wait, what's happening? My internet's crapping out again. Evil villain laugh? Yeah, give me a second. Let me figure out why my fucking thing is crapping out. Oh, it's because people have been fucking messaging me. Ah. No, it's... Okay, well, my sister replied back to me and she talked about my stream and I'm like, no, I just didn't want to do that. There we go. Yeah, sometimes... This. Sometimes... Okay. Sometimes if like too many things are on my thing, it will just like fuck up my camera, I guess. So I gotta like get rid of everything but Discord basically. It looks kind of better. Let me see if it is better now. Let's see. Let me see if it's better now. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. But that also might just be my face. Yeah, that could just be my face. Yeah. What was I saying? Right. I've been looking at different types of ASMR, trying to get myself to sleep. I personally have always watched dog grooming videos. Like the ones that actually show the entire process. It puts me to sleep. I don't know why entirely. It's just relaxing as hell. Maybe I'm a weirdo for that. I don't know. I saw the new Ruby stuff and uh, it's not. It doesn't look bad. It's just boring. It looks very like I'm not really. I feel like even if I was a fan, which I'm not, I just see in my timeline because I used to watch stuff. I used to watch it and stuff. I also subscribe to some people who review it. My point is, it looks uninteresting. I don't really care. Hmm. Isn't Joy Sparkles the chick? Made a bunch of debate videos against Onision? Yes. And I don't know what all she did because I didn't finish watching the video yet, but I was watching it before I went on stream or watching a little bit of it. Then I did kind of clock out for a while, to be fair. But yeah. If everyone can be what you want to. I probably should go on my walk. Oh, that's so cute! I'm now recommended to people doing ASMR stuff, and there's one of an old lady doing of makeup. That's cute. Oh, well, I'm not sure how old she is, but she looks like she got the turkey neck, if you know what I'm talking about, where their neck kind of sinks in. So she looks like she's significantly old. Aww, that's nice. That's so cute. I like that. That's so cute. That's so wholesome. I love when stuff is just so wholesome. It's just nice. Hmm. I fucking I don't know how to explain it. Underneath my foot, itchies. Okay. But yeah. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything else. I think I was saying something just now, but I definitely forgot. Right, I was responding to what you said. Uh, no, I responded to that. Hmm. 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 Smell like a nail polish smell. Hmm. 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 You stop biting my lip, but I can't help it. Anybody else have that problem? With, like biting their lip to an obsessive point? Mm. Stop. Stop. Mm. There was a video that I was gonna watch. I don't think I see anything particular. There is a video I was gonna watch. Okay, well, let me see if I find it. Hmm. Hmm. That's another thing. I could also talk about how much I hate iCarly. I do. Hmm. The only thing is, I'm looking at something right now. The only thing about that is, I don't know if I can. Having like 14 trains of thought going into my head right now. That's a problem. Is my camera crapping out again? Are you crapping out? It's kind of laggy, but it is what it is at this point. Yeah, no. They did. Yeah, I don't think I can do that one. I don't think I can show some of these. Or any of these, really. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, people have been trying to shit on Moja lately, and I'm like, what do you got? Oh yeah, they're the Willie Mack show on Gabby Hanna, but hmm, I don't know. I wouldn't. Now I'm just looking through videos, like, I could watch this one. And I feel bad. I feel like watch. I don't know. Something is weird about watching videos on. Is that a clitoris? What? What? Um. What is that? What is this? Okay. Alright, cool. That's terrible. That's. Ugh. I'm glad I didn't have the sound on for that. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. That was awful. I guess that's ear oil massage ASMRs. And they're just fingering the ear hole. Alright, cool. I just. I'm not here for it. You know what also the best sleep aid, honestly? With every ASMR, the best one in my opinion is Bob Ross. He makes me immediately go to sleep. He's an insta sleep, but I have to be able to tolerate the video that I'm watching. So usually, if I know I have no other videos to watch, I'll watch that one. And that's I do sometimes like how things are made type videos, so it's like uh showing how I can show you an example. Mm, so like this one. This one's like Korean street food. So you're just watching how it's produced. And that's really entertaining for me. I don't know why. It just showing the production of I guess like a cake like cheese. Yeah. Which honestly, it looks bomb, but that's just really loud in my ear. But yeah, this is entertaining to me. I don't know why. Oh, those are pretty cakes. I kind of want to make that. My boyfriend would do stuff with me, then we could make just like random shit with cake. I want to make a cheese. I want to make fake. I want to make cheesecake, like not cheesecake, but like cake that is looks like a cheese. You know? Maybe that's just me. Hmm. It's always interesting. Also, I just like watching these videos in general for some reason. Me watching how food is made. I used to love watching Food Network, to be fair, so I can't even say that that's like a thing I never would do or something like that. I used to do that as a kid. Like, that would be my. Like, if I would watch nothing else, or even at night, actually, I would just watch Food Network until I would go to sleep. So I'm fat now. But, you know, I used to love Good Eats. Good Eats was a great show. That cake looks great. Now I want cake. I want chicken as well. Well, I can show you the chicken video actually. Let me not show you guys my history. Oh, wrong thing. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Black. Wonder if that will come up with anything. I put in black guy eating chicken. Okay, I need to show you now that what I can't I don't why I put in like black guy eating chicken and you just see this guy with I mean I gotta show you because I need you to like really see it. What is this? Like why? Why does his face look like that? This is the guy, by the way. This is the guy I'm talking about. But like, first of all, this is weird. Mm, I've seen a BuzzFeed videos on this shit. This guy just eating catfish. Yeah, he's just eating catfish. No, that's that catfish. No, is it? It's hard. That breading just reminds me of catfish. That's really only reason. What's happening here? What? Okay. Okay. Hmm. This is weird. I didn't think more than like one or two results would come up, and I thought they'd be pretty normal. But okay. Anyways, this is the guy I'm talking about. I don't know if this is. No, it's the right channel. No, he doesn't do these videos anymore, but he did. Let me see if I can find one that accurately describes what I'm talking about. I subbed to him? I should be subbed to him. Some of these are gonna be gross. But there's one specifically where I'm like, no, I'd do this. God, I want a burrito. I've not had a burrito in such a long time. You know those frozen burritos that you would get at like any store, really? Oh, I miss those. They'd never be cooked all the way, but like they were just another level of fire. I need to go to the store. It's really what it is. Hmm. The specific video I'm looking for. I think it's this. No, it's this one, but there's one specifically that I actually really, for some reason liked. I don't know why. I think it was that one, yeah. It's just him eating chicken with macaroni. Wait. Okay. It's okay. This is the ASMR that like. First of all, I want you to hear that crunch because the chicken just sounds good. No, but this is the ASMR that makes me laugh because it's just people being like, "Fucking, let me let you hear the crumble of the food." It's just funny, but also that food looks good. I don't care what anybody says. Fucking looks fucking good as shit. Okay, I think I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so it's gonna be kind of loud. A little bit too loud. That's the whole clip on Twitter. I don't know why it's funny. It's just he burned his whole front. Like, there's no way that his like the top of his mouth isn't like burnt to a crisp. Like he doesn't have it like hanging down from a thread. There's no way. But also it's just funny because like I get it. I know exactly that moment of like it's like eating a hot pocket when it first comes out. You know you're not gonna taste anything for a few days, but like you're like, but I'm hungry now. Just eat this hot pocket, and it will suffice my hunger, and I won't have like I won't have like the roof of my mouth tomorrow, and I won't be able to taste for a while. It's just funny. It's like I don't know why it's this food specifically. Like this looks good. I'm not mad at him eating it like I would be at anybody else. I don't know why. It's probably because it's chicken. Probably because it's black, but I don't care. It looks good. That chicken looks fire. That's just. I wonder how Amberlyn Reed is doing it. Doodly? I wonder how Amberlyn Reed is doing now that I see the video right here. Yeah, I'll check on her in a while, I guess. How long have I been streaming? I feel weird. I feel weird showing my face. I don't like this. Let's see. How long have I been streaming for? I've not been streaming for 14 minutes, please. Wish there was a thing to tell me. I'll just go on YouTube, I guess. I've been streaming for... It does not tell me. Why don't you tell me? How long have I been streaming? Well, I've been streaming for 3 hours. Jesus. That's a lot. Well, I should probably stop. I've been streaming for long enough. I should probably go eat. I haven't eaten today. I've been just drinking this beer. Well, beers for the last while now. This is nice. I like this. I like streaming. I like... I don't know. This is nice. I like face cams. I like streaming. This is fun. But also, I should be doing things. I should be finishing this picture, really. I just feel like I have... Again, it's like I know I have videos that I could just upload. But then I feel like I'm not doing enough, and then there's a whole bunch of doubt. So there's, I would say that like, oh, I promise I'll upload something, but honestly, I feel like everything I'll do is trash anyway. So I mean, is there really even a point? Oh fuck! I put it on the wrong layer. Okay. I'm gonna go. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to go eat something. I need to do stuff. If I keep telling myself that, I will end up doing it. I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. I'll keep the stream up, I guess. I might actually edit this one because, well, I won't. But I'll keep the, no, will I? Just like, I'll keep it up maybe, but I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you. Goodbye. Have a lovely day. Don't kill anybody or harass people or be dicks. Be good people. Yeah. Am I drunk? I'd be drunk. There was extra liquor in there. You know what? I need to go. I'll see you.